Welcome to the Cork and Cork Observatory. The building, the observatory, is a quite unique because all the outside walls are covered with cork. In the upper half, there's virgin cork. In the down half, it's what we called a media, the product of the third extraction for the future. So this project of the architect Manuel Coceiro tries to recreate a metaphor for the cork coke itself, and hope you like it and come on in. The Cork and Cork Oak Observatory in Coruche is intended to promote the cork oak forests as a valuable ecological niche. Its team is always available to answer queries and refer each request for support. It operates in partnership with producers associations, universities, researchers, and business associations. The observatory is composed of a number of areas, including an auditorium, laboratory, classroom, cafe, and exhibition area. The Cork Oak Observatory won an honorable mention in the Best Public Project category in 2014, Alentejo and Ribatejo Tourism Awards, and in 2015, Coruche Local Council won the Portuguese Municipality of the Year award for the Alentejo region, given by the Cidades platform for its Cork and Cork Observatory project. In this particular place, we are in the exhibition room, and nowadays we have an exhibition called Cork New Uses in Architecture. The several works that are exhibited here are the result of 3 workshops developed by the Faculty of Architecture of the Lisbon University and an university from Canada. The main idea is to show some aspects of the cork as a raw material. The first workshop is based on natural cork, and it's called Tradition. The second workshop is what we call composite cork materials, and it's more direction to the industry. And the third workshop is called Technology. So these are different aspects, and all the 3 workshops have 3 major themes. The first one is cork as a membrane. The second theme is cork as cladding, and the third theme is cork as self-supporting material. After a brief explanation about management of the cork oak forest and the extraction process, we try to explain to our visitors that everything in the cork industry is used. It's not waste. The first thing that we explain them is the insulation cork boards. This is one of the first uses of cork. Cork that it's not a media, because the first and second extraction, the cork from the first and second extraction cannot be used to produce cork stoppers. So this is one of the major uses of cork, but we try to explain them that everything can be used, such as the first extraction, the second extraction, even dust. Dust can be used to produce energy to the industrial facilities, and they kept a rotation from products that are constantly used with no waste. For example, in this insulation corkboard, we have several pieces of wood attached. This is the result of some clipping of the tree, and all mixed with the small pitches that are crushed of the cork that came from the first and second extraction. This is everything cooked in boiling water in very high temperatures, and then it is compressed, and the natural resin of cork will get along and get all the small pieces together. So it looks like this, and it's 100% natural. All the works in the exhibition can be reproduced in a higher scale. So, for example, this is a typical campaign tent, and also benefits of the waterproof properties of cork. We also have in the exhibition room something that is not a work from the workshops. These are samples that producers ask to the Association of Forest Producers to have a notion of about how many cork and quality will they produce in the following year. So, if, for example, if we will make an extraction in 2021, in 2020 we will ask that samples to have a perfect idea of how many and what quality can we expect from our forest, and try to negotiate the best price for it. What's a good quality cork and a bad quality cork? The answer is simple. The less porosity it has, the better. So, for example, here we can see quite good quality cork. Here as well, and here a not that good one. This has lots of porosity, and it is not a good quality cork. One of the biggest uses of cork is, and one of the things that put cork on top of the world, was the production of stoppers. Cork stoppers are or represent a big percentage of the production. And the thickness of the board, it's very important, as well as quality, because we can have a good quality cork, as I show you, but this thickness is not enough to produce standard stoppers due to its diameter. So, for example, with this one, the thickness is enough to be broachable in this direction, and to get this product. Corkboards look like this after the broaching process. It's a mechanical process. But for example, this board, the thickness is not enough to be broachable. And then what's the use? It's not waste. So this will be broached in this direction, not in this direction, and it will produce discs. Discs are used to stoppers of champagne. It depends on the demands of the market, the trends, and they can put in on top, on the bottom, both these discs of natural cork. But cork has lots of other uses, not only the production of cork stoppers. For example, it can be used to avoid overheating in cell phones, couches, dresses, cork rope, and helmets. It can be used also to produce pieces of design, sandals, shoes, purses, and even soccer balls. This has an outside, a coat of cork dust, the same cork dust that can be the energy to the industrial facilities that produce cork. This is the auditory of the observatory. all the walls are covered with insulation corkboard, like the one we saw in the exhibition room. And in the upper part of the walls, the insulation corkboard is painted by a local artist, Maria Ribeiro Teles. And this is our documentation room. It works as a library, and all the literature available is concerning to Cork, obviously. And this is our lab. Here we try to explain to our visitors some of the unique properties of cork. Here we show them that cork doesn't burn that easily, and it can be an important barrier against fire, that it can be mixed with other materials such as concrete to enlighten structures, that it can be so light that 1 cubic centimeter weighs about 0.16 of a gram. Cork doesn't absorb water. It's 100% waterproof, as I told you, but will absorb hydrocarbons such as oil, and it can be a great help to combat pollution in the oceans. We show them how the broaching process is made. It is a mechanical process, and the stopper goes like this from the board. Here we can see some different types of stoppers. This one is made from natural cork with a very good quality, less porosity than, for example, this one, that look very much the same than this one, but it's colmated, so it gets a treatment with cork dust to cover all the porosity. This is a larger one. This is the one that looks like a mushroom when it pops out from the bottle. I'm speaking about a stopper from a bottle of champagne, and here we can see the discs that I've talked to you about, made from natural cork, and the rest is made of microgranulated. This is another type, but with a disc on top and other disc on bottom. This is a standard one, the champagne one, with the same type of positioning of the discs. And this one is made of microgranulated, less expensive than this one, made of natural cork. This one is what we call a technical stopper, and on top we can put everything, all type of materials combined with natural cork. Cork can combine several properties that make it unique. It is resistant to abrasion. It has thermal properties, acoustic properties. It is very light. It is 100% waterproof, and it doesn't burn that well. It is an important barrier against fire. So it's quite hard to find in nature a raw material like this.